Hi, everybody. Today is the 17th, Tuesday of February, the day of my operation. It's about 4 in the morning. Let's see. Yeah, 4 in the morning. And I've got to be at Good Samaritan Hospital by noon to get the operated on. And I'll be there from noon to 6:30. I'm assuming that's at the latest, but who knows? Operations are things I don't plan to have. I don't like to be cut open. They're going to do some work on my arm. You can see it still works, but hopefully it will function at least as well as it does after the operation. Had my arm fit with a fistula, it's called. Fistula. It's something where they plug in to my veins and then plug into the dialysis machine. It's supposed to be a less risky procedure than having to plug into my heart. Here I have a catheter on my heart, and they plug in directly into my heart right here, and that's risky. So that's why I agreed to have this operation. But it kind of messed up with my hand a little bit. Some of my finger, my little pinky, feels numb right in through here. And it's gotten better, but there was quite a bit of pain on my arm. Felt like I was walking around with a broken arm without a cast for a while. So, and then when you wake up from an operation, it's like coming back from the dead, because they put you in this deep sleep when they're working on you. And so everything goes blank. I never remember any dreams or anything while I'm under. Anyway, I thank you for your prayers and your support. I'm trying to get by with the dialysis treatment. On Monday, I just had they call it a cleaning, so I didn't take off water weight from me. Whenever they try to take off water from me, it feels like my neuropathy in my feet gets much worse, and my feet start to cramp up, and I start feeling wobbly when I'm walking, and all these little symptoms I notice. But when I can get by without it, then I find that I have more strength, stamina, and less fatigue. At first I thought overcoming fatigue would be a matter of my just exercising and finding the right diet and the right balance in my diet. But it's also concentration, learning just to write what you need and just doing the things you need to do and not go beyond them and not do any more. It's very difficult to do. It's sort of like the story of Moses when he struck the rock twice, when God told him to strike it once or speak to it. It showed unbelief because he did more than what he was asked to do. And all that God asks from us is to do what His will. Just do what you're asked to do and don't do any more. So there's a process there where you have to describe in the Bible. It's called dying to yourself. Unless a seed falls to the ground and dies, it cannot bear fruit. And so when you put a seed in the ground, you can't dig it up every 5 minutes to see what it's yielding you and what it's getting you. You have to leave it in the ground And that's where you will bring back prosperity comes from. Just patiently waiting, sowing seeds of faith in yours and others' lives. That's all we do, you know. So there's a lot of lessons I've learned in this past year, and I hope I've taken them all to heart. Patience, humility, perseverance, but also diligence, doing just what is necessary to do and no more. You have to be diligent to be effective, and when you're not diligent and you're ineffective, then you waste time, and time wears on your patience, and your patience tries your humility. All these things are kind of connected through these, I call them, what are they, 5 attributes: diligence, perseverance, humility, and patience. And then the 5th, of course, would be faith. Putting all those elements to work, activating your faith through these 4 essential ingredients: patience, diligence, perseverance, and humility. So I think there's a method to what the Bible teaches and how we're to practice Christianity and how we're to be examples of Christ to each other in the Christian faith. That's all we're doing. We're only following the example of Jesus Christ that He set for us by His own actions and His own how He chose to live His life and present Himself to the world. So we are now His representatives, and so this is the same responsibility we have now, is to show Christ to the world. And so that cannot be expressed through a political party or through an ideology even. It's something that you do by example, because it's who you are. You can only be who you are, and only who you are can be an example or of use to other people. So I hope I'm acting in faith and I'm being diligent here and not careless, and I'm being careful and caring and faithful. All right, so again, we'll see. I'll be talking to you more about the ongoing planning I'm doing to the end of this month and to the end of this year. I'm trying to plan ahead and see the road ahead to recovery. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye-bye, everyone.